What's going on, everybody? This is just a simple, easy live stream. Just kind of wanting to just chill, kind of talk about life, talk about business, talk about, whatever. Just this little simple Sunday live stream, simple, sweet. I got a seatbelt ticket the other day. I was speeding, got in a hurry, acted like a moron. I don't know what I was thinking, man. Don't know what I was thinking. I was driving. I knew the police sitting out there, right? Knew the police sitting out there. And what do? I was in a hurry, in a rush, and bam, you guys see it in the video coming up the next couple days. Got me a seatbelt ticket, which is like got to got to damn near do a job for half the price, which is I deserve it. You know what it is. So what's going on? Let's see if Jacob's out there in the comment land. I text him letting him know I'm gonna jump up. How's everybody's business doing this year? Everybody going easy, slow, grinding? Yep, it's just Jacob. I figured it was you. Jacob's been a big help with me. Appreciate it. Wish he could jump up, but he's too scared. But it is what it is. It is what it is, yo. Answer these messages. What's up, Ranger? Whirly, what's up, Steve? Yeah, man. Just kind of want to do a simple live, kind of just chop it up. Y'all know what it is. Yeah, when I was driving, listen to this. This kind of makes me angry. You'll see it in the video when it comes up here in a couple of days. It's coming out like Wednesday. Listen, I'm driving. Speed limit's normally like 65. It's 60, but everybody goes 65, right? So I'm going 63, but it's a work zone. It's a work zone, so actually it turns in now to a 55. Hey, come on, get out of here. Of all the people running around, busting people's heads wide open, everybody acting fool, getting wild. You wanna mess with me over. All right, I get it. So I deserved it. I needed to be slowed down. Life needed to Life needed to humble me a little bit, if you will, because I was running around, had Kayla call me, Jesse Michael needed diapers, and the one person's calling if I'm gonna be able to get here today, which I'm already scheduled her the next day. And then I'm rushing because I wanted to be over here about noon. It turned into like noon 30ish. Y'all know what it is. So the police was able to humble me, and they humbled me quick, and I needed it. Uh-oh. Well, thought I seen you down there. Well, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. Ranger, how you doing, man? I love that van. I've been trying to get me a van. I just got some ladder racks. Got a ladder rack picked up for free. It's actually an old junk. Like you like that. You'll end up seeing that too. Working on my truck, kind of build it to where there's certain way I want to do it. You know what I mean? But this ladder rack was sitting in this little scrap pile. I'm like, what's wrong with it? It's got a broken weld. Like, you think I, you think I can't fix that little easy, simple, dimple broken weld? So let's see. You got a text message. Let's see. Bada boom, bada bang. All right, sounds good. Sounds good. Don't have to drop out. All right. Jacob's been actually a lot of help. Jacob is a man. What's up, Virgil? What's up, everybody? Ranger, yeah, like I said, I want a van like that, man. I mentioned it to Kayla, like, man, I need a van. And she thinks in her head, we got another kid on the way. She's thinking like minivan, like a Windstar. And I'm like a caravan Windstar with the wood paneling on the side. I'm not talking about that kind of van. She can have a truck. I'm wanting a work van. So I'm wanting something like what Ranger and them got, but I don't really know. I'm trying to move business, trying to move everything around, make everything a little bit different. You know what I mean? Let me cut this here because I'm excited. Like, I'm really wanting to focus a lot on my factory job right now until after the next baby comes. Really excited about when he gets here, but I'm not just gonna throw myself 100% into business, which is kind of cool. Is how I've started to get work because I've actually been kind of lazy when it comes to like marketing and getting work. And it's just kind of coming together for me. Mr. Rick Romans paid through me one job. He threw me a job, said, "Hey, these people want their driveway cleaned. We live in the same area." I was like, "All right, cool, bet. I'll go knock it out." Doing that driveway got me turned on to the neighbor's driveway or little walkway. Then I went and bid at church, and then they needed 3 they needed 3 little estimates, which is kinda cool. I'll tell you this story real quick. This church I bid, huge, 2 buildings, huge. My bid came out to like $3,900, and I was in the middle of all the 3 bids. I was right in the middle, which I kinda figured out that's where I'd be. But the head pastor, they were gonna go ahead and go with me. But the head pastor thought, it's still way too much money," because he didn't realize that all 3 of our bids would be what they was. And, to get something done clean and clean right, uh, you know, it's gonna cost you. And, well, turns out, he didn't expect it to be what it is. So now he's gonna try to get volunteers, and I already know, like, 2 people, a husband and wife from that congregation, and they're saying they're already kinda giving me the word, like, "No one's volunteered. It's not gonna be as easy as what he thinks." And I get it, you know what it is, like, I'm not quite yet ready for that big of a project, but just for me to know where I came in right in the middle. I knew the other guy who bid, Five Star Hot Wash, he's a guy in our area. He's awesome. He is I like he's awesome. He's like where I wanna be when it comes to washing. I've been lazy myself, dude, and that's where I've been, and if it wasn't for Rick, just networking with people, like, networking is, like, the key goal because that turned on and then, just being out, I got a call back. I got a call back to the other place to clean, like, a little ceiling type thing. Doing that ceiling, the next door neighbor's sister seen me over there, so I get her card, she's gonna call me, she said Monday or Tuesday. So which is networking is really key, something that I didn't expect, which I want all the work, don't get me wrong, you know what I mean? This is the work that we want, but, like, I was kinda wanting to really, really pace it. I'll be going back to second shift. I'm really looking forward to going back to second shift. I'll be working 6, 7 days a week, 3 to 11 every day, 3 to 10 or 2 to 10. I'm not exactly sure the new hours I'll be on, which is kinda good because I like having 7 days on and 7 days off, but for where I want my business to be at right now, for where I want it to go in the future, I need to get my credit back in line, you know what I mean? I need to get my credit back in line. I need to show a more income. There's stuff I need to do in my personal life to where it that's kinda hard to explain, and I don't have to justify it to anybody. I'm just kinda sharing my story where I'm at. So, I'm setting myself up. So next season, I'm prepared to be able to do the whatever. But I'm building a staple in my community, right? People are seeing me out there. People are seeing me work, building my rig how I wanna build it. I'll be getting some, yard signs, talk to what's his name? Brett from, Green Up Lawn Care. He's got an awesome rig. This is his first year washing houses and stuff. And just getting yard signs, $99 for 25 signs, front and back with yard stakes. Dude, you can't beat that's killer. You can't beat that. Hello, Range. Hello, Ranger. What do you want? Oh, want this phone? This ain't mine. Oh, y'all ain't judging me on this. Yeah, just excited about where everything is. Let's see. Doesn't cost you anything. Spread your wait, hold on. I'm going too quick here for me. Doesn't cost you anything. Spread your word of what you're doing on what you're doing in business. Yep. Yeah, and I am good. Yeah. Let's see where I get lost here. What's up, Ranger? Everybody's saying hey to Ranger because he's the man. He's versus I love the tablet. So does Jesse Michael. I always told myself I wasn't going to be one of those fathers. I wasn't going to be one of those parents that just every time you see him in a restaurant, the little kid has got this thing in their face, right? So Kayla held off for quite a while. And well, you see, we got a tablet, and it didn't last long. He's on one of them long trips when I was moving down here. When I was moving back down here, just too many drives. Y'all know what it is, and it just made it rough, and I caved. So that's a what's up, Flo? Who is ignoring who down here? Float Dizzle, the man. But yeah, man, I've been really I've been super duper lazy with my marketing where I want to be, and I'm just not. I don't know, man. Is that how tire coaching involved weekends? Whoops. Yeah, I like them the jerseys that you see, and I seen them jerseys you got on Instagram. Y'all are killing it out there. That's what I'm looking forward to with baseball. Tried to work with Jesse Michael on it, and he I don't think he's gonna be a baller, son. I'm telling you right now. I just don't think he's got it. I don't know. It's a little too early to tell, but I don't think he's got what it takes to be an athlete. Maybe his maybe the next kid, his younger brother might be the athlete, but I don't know. Jesse Michael ain't got what it takes right now. But yeah, I'm really excited about washing houses. I still got the 1 yard that I mowed, got a hillside. She getting a little backed up on payment wise. So I'm gonna have to old dad's gonna have to ask about some money. The Reds suck, remember that. The Reds suck. Yes, they do. I swore off of see, I ain't got my Reds hat on. I swore off of Cleveland, and with the way the Bengals went last season, I thought, well, the Reds, surely the Reds are gonna do all right. And that was not accurate. That was not accurate at all. I don't know. So the plans for the channel though, plans for channels, I want to start. I'm not gonna put as much energy and effort into it like I used to, but I do want to keep focusing on like doing different podcasts. I'm trying to reach out to some people, but the spring rush is just it's been killer for everybody. And since I'll be going back to second shift, I won't be able to do it a lot. So I'm gonna start spacing some videos out here and there. But I'm really excited to see what happens with it, where it goes. This time next season, I hope to be totally slam packed, that's kinda like the plan with it. Washing houses is where it's at, dude. I don't know, after after mowing the yard, after mowing that one account I got, just a money wise. I talked about this on the podcast a few different times. Dude, bro, washing houses is where it is. You can talk to Jacob about it, anybody. What you been into, Flo Dizzle? I ain't seen you around here lately. Andrew, how you doing? How's you doing? Virgil's still the man though. Virgil's still the man though. A video a week. Yeah, something like that. Something like a video a week. Keep it simple, keep it easy. You know, haven't mowed my yard since I scalped Bermuda. No, hey, y'all do your Bermuda thing. I realize like, hey man, washing houses is where washing houses where I'm at. And what I like to do is go to Harbor Freight and pick up one of them Predator engines. I've just been detoxing off of YouTube. Good luck, man. Good luck with that detox. That'll make you. Whew, that's a hard one to do. I like Jacob's clips on washing. I didn't know Jacob posted a lot of clips on washing. I think Virgil needs to get into the wash life. For real, for real. Virgil's doing his thing though, sweeping them streets, keeping them streets clean. Keeping them streets clean. What about you, Steve? I ain't seen you in a minute. You still mowing grass? You still got that Ferris and everything out there? Them Ferris mowers ain't bad. Man, I did some trading on this Toro walk behind. Had good compression, did my thing with it, checked it out. I was like, all I gotta do is X, Y, and Z. Whoop, whoop. I did some trading on a gun and left it outside. And I left it outside for a couple. It's been a couple weeks just sitting there and doing nothing. Now I went out there today and went to go pull on it, and it's like locking up. So I'm like, oh my god, I think I should have just started working on it as soon as I got it, leaving it out in the elements, leaving it sit. It's already sat for a while. I think I'm gonna have to tear the whole top half of the engine down, or just get a new 14 horsepower Kohler or something. But that's another stupid, simple, minimal mistake that I made. Leaving a piece of equipment that I know, like, hey, it's working. Everything will work right now as long as I get to work on it. And I never did. Just dragging my feet, being lazy, and not necessarily being lazy, right? I'm still actively working as in my job, in my career job. So like think I'm pretty sure that engine's gonna go ahead and lock up. So one of my next projects I'll be doing is taking this T-Bar Toro Pro line and putting a different engine on it. Pick a few pressure washing. Yeah, dude, the money, like I've been working up a bid for a restaurant, a little. It's called JJ's Family Restaurant. You want to look it up? It's in Ashland, Kentucky. I'll be working up a bid on that. I kind of worked it up a little bit today. I kind of looked at it, but I never got some actual measurements. Tomorrow, after I get off work, I'm gonna leave work early, about 10:30, and get my measuring wheel, go out there and talk business. And then that right there, this is a job that I can get done in a day. But the thing is, when you mow grass, you're there every week for 8 to 9 months. So if you build yourself a decent route, six, seven, $800 a day route or whatever you're at, $100 a day, even as long as it's whatever you're happy with, you got that income 8, 9 months out of the year. I can find a couple decent wash jobs, but those ain't guaranteed. Not a restaurant like a $2,000 cleaning job that I'll probably end up closing tomorrow. That's not going to be every day, 9 months out of the year. So there's another issue. See, the profit margins are higher, but but it's perfect for what I'm trying to do. It's perfect for what I'm trying to do with keeping a factory job, you know, handling some life credit issue type stuff. I'll be filing for bankruptcy. Y'all know what it is. Made a lot of mistakes in my 20s. Y'all know what it is, but I'm trying to get that under control. Got to show some good income. Like I said, I ain't justifying nothing to y'all, but just trying to keep you informed, trying to let everybody know what's up. There's nothing wrong with working a factory job. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I got a lot of respect for people who work a factory job and then do the side hustle. People say, "Oh, the check in the truck." Man, shut up. Man, shut up. You know how hard it is for a father to go work 8 to 10 hours a day, then get out and go mow grass, and then come home and still play dad, still play husband? Those are the true heroes. Imagine the single moms. Those are the true heroes out here. There's women out here hustling still and doing side work. Imagine, man, there's a girl I work with. I don't know how she does it. Got 2 kids. Girl I work with got 2. My sister does this too. Got 2 jobs, raising 2 kids. I can I don't even know how. My hat is off to them for sure. What I do works for me. Yeah, exactly. What I do works for me might not be for everyone. True. A buddy of mine, speaking of what me and you was talking about, a buddy of mine watched me and Virgil watch your podcast. When me and you talked the other day, and a buddy of mine, he does like construction stuff like that, and we talk business, talk shop all the time. And dude, like he heard that idea of painting parking lot stuff, and he's been out there like he kind of like he said, "Man, if I get these jobs, if I get behind, will you help me and I'll pay you really good?" I said, "Absolutely, absolutely." And he got one parking lot and he started painting the lines in the parking lot, cleaning it up. And we were talking about blowers, and he was asking what kind of blower she gets, like I'm the authority on telling him what kind of backpack blower to get. Of course, he got the BR 700, same thing I did. And then I hope we do. Thanks, guy Mac. But, yeah, so Virgil, your voice is helping people far and wide. A fellow of mine over in West Virginia, he took your idea and he's making money off painting just cleaning parking lot. It's just a little side hustle here and there, painting parking lot, cleaning parking lot stripes and, painting it down. And that he's not doing that like Walmart's not, but the little mom and pop shops, and he's trying to get a couple more. I'm a manager at Verizon Wireless. Yeah, let me see, where would I lose it? Manager of our wireless and have 50 accounts weekly. See, that's awesome. That's not easy to do. That's not easy to do. Like whenever I pulled the trigger a couple years ago, I wasn't, I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. I let my ego get in the way. I was too worried about being a fancy pants YouTuber, going all these. I was, whatever, silly stuff. That's awesome, man. Congratulations, Mike. And I got a lot of respect for it. Dirty, how you doing, big dog? Let's see. We got the street sweeper king. Float still doing his thing. I still want to talk to Float. What machine are you running? Let's see what we got here. I don't know how we're doing this here. Wham. Everything's going really slow on my end here. Unless, am I slow or is he slow? I think he's slow. Bring him down here for right now till everything lines up. I can't even see what's going on his end. Yeah, Dirty, our interview type talk be coming out today. I've taken a lot of what you said, what Virgil said, Scotty Max told me also, and different things. Just don't get ahead of yourself, and that's kind of something that I had when I got my little seatbelt ticket. When I got pulled over, I was just getting too ahead of myself. Like I said, like you'll guys see it in the video. It comes out in a couple days. Man, I was just running like crazy, like forgetting then I forgot my ladder. On top of me getting pulled over for speeding like a moron, you know, then I needed to get grounded, but I'm still kicking myself in the ass because like, of course, I got to donate half half that money is good to go right back to the government. Kayla's like, why would you not wear your seatbelt? And what's crazy is here in the tri-state, uh, Kentucky, West Virginia, Ohio, tri-state, it's 300 miles away from Lake Erie, I think, somewhere around there. I don't know. Bottom of Ohio, top of Ohio. Well, I used to live in a little town called Attica, Ohio, right? They got a dirt track there. People know it if they're into the dirt track stuff, right? And this cop that pulled me over, of all the places he can be, he used to live in Attica, and like he knew the kind of the Cecil family. It was like really weird. So I thought I was getting off. So I'm chopping it up. We're laughing, joking back and forth. Me and this cop are pretty much best friends now. Pretty much best friends. I think, oh, I'm getting out of this. I'm good. The speed limit is normally 60. I was going 63. Work zone. No one's working. So, I'm out of here. Wrong. Bonk. Wrong. I get a little soundtrack for that. That ain't what I was looking for, but yeah, I was definitely wrong on that. I get to walk away. It doesn't even show you on the tickets anymore how much I owe. I got to get online and pay that. Can't even get 5G straight. I don't even know what that means, but I agree with that. Unless you're talking about 5G that's killing birds and rotting our brains. 5G is rotting our brains, making the frogs gay. Start getting in my Alex Jones moment, making me starting to choke. Mad MG, he's out there killing it on his right mower. I still see he's doing it. I think you still work for a tree company and mow yards on the side. I think if I'm right. I don't know. I could be wrong. I'd like to see Virgil try to come back up here. I don't know what was going on when he tried to come up and something was gone. Did you say making the frogs gay? Yeah, I mean that's what 5G does, dog. It's turning frogs gay. You ain't never seen Alex Jones? Alex Jones go nuts and do that? I think you blame that on President Obama. I'm not sure. Driving through Greenville, South Carolina. That's a beautiful place. That's a beautiful place. Let's see, I missed anything. But yeah, a lot of people put an emphasis, and I haven't seen it too much here lately. A lot of people put an emphasis on like, yo, if you ain't making $100,000 a year in your in your first year, you ain't working hard enough. All this free content. Don't. If anybody out there far and wide, it's 32 past the top of the hour, far and wide, whatever my voice can reach. Don't listen to that nonsense. You be happy. If you make just enough to pay your electric bill and still be a good father, be present. I skipped out trying to hustle and grind every day. Nah, man, that's for the birds. I'm trying to be more present in my son's life. There's so many times I missed the first time he was walking, missed the first time everything, and I didn't have no excuse. I got into started a business to have more time and more freedom, and I'm missing the first words, talking, birthday parties. You know what I'm telling you? Them 2 years I was hustling and grinding every day. I missed both birthday parties. I showed up late. No one even expected me to be there. I wasn't there for like I don't even think I'd missed so much stuff. And he's young enough now, but I don't want 5, 10 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, I'll be like, yeah, I got everything I need, but dad wasn't there. You know what I mean? Yeah, we don't need to raise a little psycho school shooter. Oh God, can't say that. Just joking. We blow it out. Now, we don't need no kids with no daddy issues, nothing like that. I'm try to be present, try to be the best dad I can. Let's see, family's more important than anything. Yeah, man, it's like, all you hear about is hustling and grinding, hustling and grinding. Like, true, but or you can, or you can pick your clients. Like, that's when I like that's what I like about, um, that's what I like about washing houses. I can be more picky. What up, dog?
Yo, you call frogs gay, bro?
Alex Jones did. That's scientifically proven. I think President Obama radio. They're making the frogs gay. I can't believe you never heard that.
No, I've heard Alex Jones talk before.
Oh yeah,
But
he was an
I've never heard him say that before. That's fucked up.
yeah. It was awesome. He's an idiot. That was right before he got. That was right before his conspiracies went too far, and then
Yeah, yeah. Up
they had to
before he
just
got kicked off the air.
yeah
Yeah,
they had to just collectively say yeah this guy. But
yeah.
every now and again he's still on the Joe Rogan show and stuff. Like he's backed it up a lot. Got to make hay when the sun shines the first 5 years, man. Hard facts, but yeah, it's true. Uh, but that's why I don't think, mowing necessarily was really right for what I'm trying to do. That's why, like, falling into washing houses for me is kinda worked out because I can keep the overhead. My overhead's super low, my profit margins are super high, and it just for me, where I'm at in my business, it works out to where because I like working a lot. I end up working a ton. And that's good for me. Like some people can go out there and they can have a better route and they know how to charge better. Now I was super naive and I got bullied by clients. I let people walk all over me and dictate prices. Now that could also be why I hold some sort of resentment towards mowing grass. I was, for lack of a better terms, a coward when it came to business. It was my business and I let clients dictate their prices. You know what I mean? I was scared, you know what I mean? And that's just being cold, hard, honestly true, There'd be landscape projects and stuff, and I was so terrified that if I didn't get it, but I put myself in a position to where if I didn't make X amount of dollars, bills weren't gonna get paid. Yeah, you know what I mean? I made that jump way too early. Now versus I could have scheduled things a lot differently and I didn't. I learned a lot. I learned a lot. I bought into a lot of the hype that I shouldn't have. We've all talked about this stuff before. But what's beautiful is I took the mistakes, looked at it and say, "Hey, whoa, all I got to do is pump the brakes, raise my prices." And if they don't like them prices, that's okay. We're not meant to be there. I qualify customers a lot more. I set expectations in the beginning, you know. And there's a reason I still mow the yard I mow now, If I mow for $70, versus before it'd be like $30. Are you kidding me? But I qualified this person. Well, Rick qualified her prior, but she still would have got qualified. Everybody I do work for now, I qualify. And I didn't think you was even allowed to qualify. I thought, well, the going rate's about 30, $40 a yard to cut, no matter what. So if I come in a little bit cheaper, made a lot of mistakes, man. Made a lot of mistakes. Now, how are you, mate? I'm great, mate. How are you? Trucking down under? I'm doing really good. Life is really good, actually. I'm glad you appreciate you asking. Spencer's create a false reality of owning a business. Hmm. Let's think. Well, maybe I don't know. I'm not gonna say that they create a false reality. Maybe a false reality. They could. Maybe I don't know. It didn't work for me. Um, but I remember when his channel first came out. He was just like a guy out there mowing 30, $40 a cut, out here hustling, grinding, struggling. And there's nothing wrong with having a YouTube channel and create and having a good source of revenue and good source of income from YouTube. Now, my channel's not monetized. Uh, so I don't know how much they're bringing in. I don't know how much work they actually do, but I do know how much you can make mowing grass, and it's a lot. It's a whole lot more than what I made if you have better business practices, which I never implemented. I had people like, Scotty Mac would tell me stuff. Virgil would tell me stuff. I had all these I had these guys telling me different things. Rick Romans even came up and mowed with me one time and was telling me where I'm making mistakes. Johnny Moe, he made a couple phone calls and telling me where I'm making mistakes, spending too much time doing this. Maybe if don't really need help. You're getting help for no you're paying these guys $20 an hour for what? Well, I want for me, honestly, it was so I could say that on YouTube. And that's just being true. And so I was just shelling out money hand over fist. So I know the kind of money you can make in lawn and landscape, but as far as like setting a false precedent, maybe not. Maybe I don't then again I don't know. They could be great business people and maybe, I don't know. I know I wasn't. Unfortunately, people get desperate because there's not enough customers coming down the pipeline. Let's see that again. Because there's not enough customers coming down the pipeline. Yeah, and and okay, yeah, that's definitely. Oh, here, here's 30. Austin, I'm out. I'm out. Anybody down under? I'm out. No, yeah, keeping the pipeline full of clientele marketing. That's some. I never put no money into marketing like I should have, and I never hit the payments. I only hung door hangers a few times, and then complain. I would complain about not having work, but I was so busy on nonsense work. You know what I mean? But it's good. It's good because I got to learn, and then that's what this is all about. That's in the end, this channel's got like what 240 videos or something crazy. I got a ton of videos on here, and it's all documenting my journey from 2019 on trying to start a business, coming from a moron to just going to an average idiot, trying to start a business, doing the best I can, becoming a better father, becoming a better man, and that's all documented, you know. And you can see the different business practices I've learned along the way. Now I'm worried more about overhead and trying to do things a certain way versus going out. Let's say house wash, you going out and getting a loan for a big fancy Max Pro skid house wash or soft wash system skid, versus just building your own soft wash skid. You know what I mean? You save you about 10 grand. That's a big savings, and they're both going to do the same thing. Does one look more professional? Yeah, big difference. Yeah, you know as well as I do. Maybe. I mean, you might be right. I don't know. Let's see what Matt MG is saying. He's always dropping some knowledge. I guess I'm just lucky with my area. Everyone has no problem paying what I want. It's always a schedule full, and yeah, and it's probably not so much of your area. It's probably more of who you are, and how you handle your clients, how you get your, it's more probably about you versus the clients. Because I used to blame stuff on clients, and it turned out I just wasn't working hard enough, and that's kind of just the truth on that too.
What's up,
You,
man?
what up, dog?
That's,
Oh, I hear my
I'm in
background.
the truck, man. I'm driving in the middle of the night. So,
You good? Where you coming from? Uh-oh. Sounds like we're losing him in the hills, y'all. Uh-oh.
hello.
There you are. There you are.
Hello.
There you are.
Very good. All right.
See, I still hear
man.
myself in the background on it.
I still hear myself in the background. Oh shit! Hold on, dude.
Okay. Dirty dropping the ball over here. He's about to get fired. He's about to get fired. Uh-oh.
What'd you do today?
Uh-oh. Who's this random person? Yeah, I don't think so. But yeah, Matt, it's probably more of who Matt MG is versus
Am
who
I
Matt's clients. Yeah, you're there.
It's probably more of who Matt.
I still hear me.
Versus who Matt's clients. Yeah, you're there. Oh, okay.
I still hear me.
YouTube is gone.
Check, check.
I don't know.
Oh, now I don't hear me.
Check, check.
Oh, now I do. God, I'm getting confused.
Oh, now I do.
God, I'm getting confused.
Hey, text me the link, man.
All right, I got you. I got you. Had to bring him down. Something's going on. I'm gonna end up sending him that link. Let's see. I'm not gonna. There he goes. But anyway, like I said, I used to sit and complain, and there's guys that sit and complain. They live in, let's say, hypothetically, let's just make up an area, Columbus. Let's just make up an area, a big metropolitan area, Columbus. Some people think that they can't get more than $30 to $40 a cut in Columbus, and it's like, no, sir. Columbus is big. It's beautiful. It's got a ton of money there, tons of money. I can get more than that in Ironton, Ohio. So it's not the clients that isn't willing to pay more than $30, $40. It's you're not capable. You're not a good enough business person. You don't have confidence in yourself or in your business. And that reflects the lack of confidence that you have in yourself and in your business reflects. So when you go up there and quote, be like, I don't know. Maybe I can do it for $30. Well, guess what? They're going to pay $30. You go up there and you present yourself as a better business person. And you go up there and say, hey, yo, or you want it done right. You want it done professional. Hey, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Most of my can be with me already. Customers are at the same time. End of the week, reliable quality. Yeah, and that's what it is. They want to make sure you're selling them time back. Like, they could go find a crackhead down the road. They can go find anybody down the road to go mow their yard, but they want to make sure it's done. They want to make sure nothing comes up missing. They want to make sure it looks pretty. These are things they want. They're willing to pay the extra money so they can have those little and things. I don't know. I'm trying to think of a fancy word. I can't think of one. Let's see. Let me go here real quick. Let's see. Go home services. Bam. Bam. Okay, there that goes. Business is great. My personal life was a mess today. Long story. Thanks for asking, mate. Yeah, mate. Oh, I might. Yeah. And that's a beautiful thing about the spring rush too. It's been a few years. Hey, my body is getting. Last year I wasn't doing none of this. I was just worried on life, getting out of the well that I fell into, finding a place to live, being in a new area. So I didn't mow any yards. I didn't wash any houses. I didn't do nothing this time last year, right? So now this year, I texted Brett the other day and I was like, dude, I'm dead. I am so dead. Dog, dead, tired, worthless. And like I look on Instagram and YouTube and everybody, all you guys are just like, well, I'm ready to cook some steaks, shrimp on the Barbie or whatever. I don't know. Everybody's got life and energy and stuff. I'm like, God, I'm so out of shape. Stop what? Go get Ari. Go let Ari out. Jeez. See, this is what I got to deal with. Come on, say hi. Say hi to the camera. Say hi, camera. Say hi, camera.
Hi, Grandma.
Not grandma, camera. Go get your mom. Go get mom. Yeah, that's what it's all about too. There, I got stung in the ear today, and I'm alert. Whoa! Break out that EpiPen, dog! Bam! I wish I could have been there. I hit you with that adrenaline shot right to the chest. No, that ain't no good. You and Carl, then everybody getting stung by bees. But like I was saying earlier, if anybody missed it, I found a ladder rack in a scrap pile today, which I'm super excited about. Y'all be seeing that. I'm pumped about the stupid ladder rack. But when it fell, I scratched the side of my truck up pretty good. Y'all know what it is. It is what it is. Life happens. My only regret is losing time with my kids. And that's one thing I'm scared of. Mowing grass requires you to be out there 30 minutes a yard, 45 minutes a yard, $100. Geez, what the hell am I talking about? More time versus washing a house. I can do it faster. These are just things that work for me right now. Let's say when I walk away from my factory job, I still enjoy cutting grass. I don't love it, technically. I told him to let Ari out. That's why. Well, I told him to. I didn't think he'd actually do it. That's the reality. That's life. That's just the reality. I'm just here in my big fancy studio, right? And I got my kitchen in the background. I'm a big fancy studio sitting at the coffee table. That's what life's all about. You texting link? I already sent it. I sent it to you. I can try send it again. You want me to? Let me see. Let me go this one. Send it on Messenger, maybe. I said I sent you an email. Let's see. Bam. Send again. It's not a shrimp. It's a prawn. Oh, okay. Whatever. You know what I was talking about. You know what I was talking about. Yeah, but that's a big one right here. This is my biggest worry. My only regret is losing time with my kids, and that's one thing I want to try to balance my job because I want to be in my factory job for the next few years. I want to build a dope rig. I want to build prominence in my community. There's some things I want to do and things I'm gonna do. Get my like a major thing. Get that credit line back out, yo. Being a moron in my 20s was a big mistake. See, I hear myself in background too.
Still? Oh, you know what? It's probably my fucking
Yeah.
Bluetooth, dude.
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
Oh,
I
I'm
get
holding.
rid of that.
Mic check. 1, 2.
There you go. How about now?
How about now? I hear you perfectly. I'm waiting for my echo back. I don't hear nothing.
Yeah,
Bam!
this is my Bluetooth reverbing back to you, I guess.
Yeah. Well, it sounds really good now. What are you doing? You just driving? You on the road? What's going on with you?
Yeah, I'm just below Greenville, headed home.
How far of a drive is that from where you live to your property and stuff?
About 4 hours and 15 minutes if I don't stop.
Yeah, that's about whenever I have to go up and visit where I'm from. It's about a 4-hour drive, and it just sucks.
This one's not bad. There's a spot between Columbia and the coast that's kind of dead and crappy in the middle of the night anyway. During the day it's kind of cool because you're going through a bunch of little towns, but at night it's just like you never know when a deer's gonna pop out in front of you or something stupid.
Yeah, when I was redoing my insurance, I just went from Progressive to it don't matter, but I forgot that I hit a deer a few years ago, and I was like, nonsense. It is what it is. Time goes. Let's see what Float says. Float says time goes by so fast. I miss hearing my kids running through the house. Now it's empty. Kids grown and doing their own thing. Happy to enjoy every moment with your children or kids. I added children. Yeah, I can't imagine. Oh wow.
They grow up way too fast, man.
Yeah, I got a little marker on the wall back here from when we moved in, and every month I make a little marker how tall Jesse Michael's getting, and like, I don't know, it's just going. He's supposed to go to school next year, and I'm just like, no, I don't know, I'm gonna homeschool just for my own selfish reasons. Everybody wants to homeschool for their own, everyone wants to homeschool for their own. Oh, I want my kid to do this and do that, whatever. I want to do it for my own selfish reasons. I don't know. I know that's probably not the best. It's probably not what I'm gonna do. He'll be in public school, which I don't know. I just look at it, I was like, yeah, we'll have another one too. And kind of nervous on how Jesse Michael takes having a little brother because he's still the baby, is what he thinks.
Right. He'll just beat the shit out of him.
Right. And it is what it is. Let's see. Trucking Down Under says, have a good nighttime to get to moving up again. Okay. Have a good nighttime to get moving again. I think you're going to bed. All right. You have a good night if you're going to bed. If I'm misreading it, I apologize. I appreciate you coming in if that's what it is. Do you got any videos coming out there, Dirty?
Nope. Got nothing.
Got nothing. Wow.
Got nothing. Man, we're so busy up there. And the area we're clearing is down by a creek, and It's real hilly and shit, so you can't get really good footage, and we can't pay enough attention to the cameras to constantly move them around. So we haven't been filming anything. We'll pick it back up later. There's other shit that's more important too, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I can't wait to see all that you get done up there and kind of see the progress you got going on and what you're wanting to do. If anybody's listened to our last podcast, which will drop on YouTube tomorrow morning, but it's already on iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, SoundCloud, all in places. You talk about like kind of like them, what your plans are in the future. We'll kind of leave it on a cliffhanger there, which I'm really excited to see what you plan on doing, bringing someone on, what you plan on doing with the Georgetown business. It's going to be your story. It's going to be interesting.
We'll have some videos that we may even do a couple of lives out there on the property because we're on the way out the door, so to speak. Today we wrapped up around, I don't know, 5:36, something like that, and we were sitting around talking. But we're gonna build a big barbecue pit and bring a cooker out there just so we can cook for our own selves and
That'd
bullshit and throw some parties or whatever. But it's coming along, man. We've gotten a lot of damn land cleared. Oddly enough, we decided that about half of what we did, we probably won't use for a while, but that's okay.
Yeah, and clearing land that's where it's at too. If you want to talk about business and making some cashola, that's clearing land. You can make some coin doing that.
You can make a bunch of money, man. I did it for 15 fucking years. There's money there. A lot of headaches too, but there's money.
Yeah, I was watching this guy, Rock Structures on Instagram. I'm sure a lot of people watch him. Dude, I love his videos. When Rock Structures posts something, he was tearing a house down. And when he was ripping the house apart, it just like opened it up like a dollhouse. And it's just like, you can see that's where someone's children's bedroom was. That's the little girl's room. That's their bathroom. That's their hallway. Run down to the bathroom. That's the living room where so many Christmases was had. And I was just imagining it's just different seeing someone tear that down. I'm just like, no, but it was beautiful at the same time.
I wish that I'd have thought to do this about, when was this? It was probably 2012, somewhere around there. My dad calls and he says, "Hey man, how busy are you?" And I'm like, "Busy? Why?" He's like, his company, he's got crews that work on this private resort, and they've been out there every day for about, I don't know, 20 years or so.
Wow.
Doing work, contracted work for the place. And he said they just bought the 20 acres property that's next door over there to build some more condos on, and they need that house torn down. I'm like, oh no shit. Well, I said, well, what do you want me to do about tearing down a fucking house? And he was like, I thought you might want to tear it down with your gyro track. And I'm like, oh, right. Spot on, dude. I'm on the fucking way. Dude, we took down, it was like it was a typical ranch house, wood siding, I don't know, 12, 13, 1,400 square feet. Took that whole house down to the ground with a gyro track, man. It was crazy. I wish I'd have thought to film that, man.
Yeah, that would have been awesome. Yeah, watching that guy tear it apart, and I wish you would have captured it too. Just there's something I can just sit and watch those videos all day long. It's just, I don't know, the story behind it that I made up in my own head. Well, he's just ripping this house to pieces. I'm just like, gosh, it's awesome. He's been one of my favorite Instagram people to watch here lately. Next to Matt MG, of course.
Oh, it was fun when I did. My dad knows that I just love to tear shit down, and because I learned to operate a backhoe because he bought some commercial property for his offices and a laydown yard for all the heavy equipment, and on the back end was this old barn that you couldn't put anything in. It was like leaning like 45 degrees to the right, kind of shit. Yeah. And when the day he closed on the property, he had a bunch of guys bringing on low boys, bringing heavy equipment in to lay in the backyard. And he's like, so he said, you ready to learn how to operate a backhoe or a trackhoe, whichever one you want? I'm like, yeah, sure. He's like, you got to tear down that barn. I'm like, no shit. How do I do that? He goes, however you want to. So the first,
Figure it out.
the first thing I did, I didn't even fucking use the backhoe like I should. I just Dukes the Hazard went through my head, and I drove the backhoe through the fucking barn, dude.
Stop.
I swear to God, my dad lost his shit when I did that. He laughed his ass off.
He's like, well, there's more than one way to skin a cat, I reckon.
Yeah, I was like, how do I not do through it before I do anything? Thank God it didn't fall on my ass though.
Right. Yeah. Well, that would have definitely been great footage. Those kind of mess up errors, like whenever I made a mistake using a chainsaw with a ladder underneath of it, that video,
Right.
It was a short clip that had tons of views. I'm like, people care more about seeing mistakes and morons on Instagram or something than anybody else.
Oh,
But,
dude.
hey,
Well, how do you think all these blooper TV shows have existed for decades? Of course they do.
right, true. Hey, while I got you up here, what on your geotags? All right.
Yeah.
Geotag on your Google My Business. What's your thoughts on that? How, like, when you geotag, do you have to upload it to like a geotag type website type thing to like prove it, or is it just off of your iPhone itself?
I think it automatically kind of goes through these days, to be honest with you. But I also write where that, like, you know, when you do it in Google My Business, it'll ask you to describe the picture.
Yeah.
I just always put where it is, you know, like Pawleys Island, South Carolina, and I put the zip code and pressure washing with it. That's all I do.
Yeah.
But I also
started
have
that too.
an app. I forget the name of it right now that will that you can go to. There's a free version that you can geotag like 3 pictures a day for free on,
Right.
and it'll give the official geotag, and I use that sometimes too.
See, that's what I've got, because I got it in the corner of my MacBook. Is I don't know if I should keep using that geotag or if I'm wasting my time doing. That's what I'm wondering, because I want to get my Google My Business to get better. You know what I mean? I need to do
Right.
better with it, but I didn't know if
I
was
don't know. To
wasting
be honest
time.
with you, I'm not that techie with it. I don't know, but I know that ever since I started putting the city, the neighborhood, the zip code, and pressure washing, my phone started blowing up.
Now and you don't do any kind of Facebook marketing campaigns, nothing like that?
No,
See,
they're not worth it. Anybody that's done them will tell you that it's not worth doing.
Yeah, I totally 100% agree, because I kind of thought about it. Me and Kayla was talking about it, and I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I just kind of, yeah, I Google My Business has, like I've been trying to figure out where these views are coming from on the Google My Business, but I don't know. I upload a picture, 10 minutes later, there's 20 views on it, or 5 views, or 6 views. I'm like, no way someone's looking at my stuff that quick, but maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I get ridiculous numbers on mine too, and I wonder where in the hell they come from.
Because I'm trying to think about it, and you're kind of the guy to ask about SEO and marketing. And this will go to, if anybody hasn't listened to our podcast. SEO work. What do you think of websites right now in today's age versus just having a really good Google My Business? Do you still think having an awesome, badass website is where it's at, or no?
No.
Okay. Now that's going to ruffle some feathers when people say that, because people spend a lot of money, and that's a big hustle right now, is websites.
I think having something basic so the algorithm of Google has something to circle back to authenticate you is a good idea. To spend a whole bunch of money on one, I think is dumb. You can reach a whole lot more of your audience that you're trying to market to on social media, just by being on social media, not advertising.
Yeah, I totally 100% agree, and that's why I kind of pulled my funding that I was putting towards on a website and just kind of focused more on the actual application and just being out there. Like Float just said, I think big websites is played out. I totally 100% agree.
Yeah.
I've never had one person come to me and be like, dude, I've seen your only websites I visit are competitors, and I'm kind of stealing ideas and tips and tricks on what they're doing, how they word stuff. That's the only time I've ever looked at somebody's website.
Well, and I told you the little, kind of analog research that I've been doing. We won't say it here. They'll have to go watch.
Right.
That kind of proof. Like I said, I've been saying this since like 2014, 15ish, that unless you're actually directly selling something, you know, like your Amazon or something like that, like a service business and many others, it's dead. It's gone. It's been gone. But like it, you know, same time frame, even up until last year before last, when I still owned the tour guide company. Now that did a lot because people could go to, you know, they do a Google search, you know, history tours or haunted tour, you know, history tours in Charleston. And my website pops up and you can purchase your tickets right there.
Right.
That worked very well. But service industry, nah.
Right.
And there's still enough people around that want to talk to you and know who you are,
Right.
and on it, if not meet you. So I don't think all this buy a service just online shit on a non-national level, I think it's not worth fucking with.
Yeah,
Excuse my
your friend. I totally 100% agree too, because I kind of almost bought into that. And you know, I don't think there's nothing wrong with having like a $10 a month GoDaddy, a simple GoDaddy account, a simple GoDaddy website or a Wix site, something to kind of keep you relevant. But Google, I do believe, offers free websites or even maybe free hosting or something. Maybe you have to pay a couple bucks a month. But as far as being in the service industry, I've gotten more work just off of one account. Rick has sent me to one account, and that has just domino effect. Now, what's that done? It's kept me busy, but it's also made me a little bit lazy on different kind of marketing campaigns. I just think hitting the pavement with hanging door hangers and making what they call money bushes, the UZ, you know what I'm talking about. What are they called? Bandit signs. Bandit signs are king, and they're all over the place. And you know,
here's the thing, man. That's the way that most service industries wind up going, and a lot outside any local business. You know, I know somebody that owns a small retail shop in downtown Charleston, never advertised a day in their lives. And that little store grosses over $24,000 a day.
Jeez, damn. Yeah, they're doing it. And Matt MG just said, my customers advertise for me for free.
Right.
It's win-win. And me and you touched on that. And I talked about it in my last video. That is perfect. But me and Virgil talked a couple podcasts ago. He said, like, you just, you know, the gatekeeper. You know, grease the gatekeeper. Maybe bring a $100 gift card or something here. You talked about the same thing, $100 gift cards here and there, being nice. And I was getting confused. Here's what I was getting. I was thinking it was giving them something for free, but it's not giving something free. It's more customer appreciation. So whenever they go to Texas Roadhouse or whenever they go to Red Lobster on your dime, they're then, you know, going to talk to their friends around the water cooler or whatever that they went out on a free date because of the pressure washing guy. You know, they're getting it done anyway.
Yeah, and a lot of them are going to do it whether you grease the wheel or not. I mean, in that sense, you're constantly greasing the wheel by doing good work, staying in front of them, communicating, blah, blah, blah. But that's the thing is, and everybody that comes through word of mouth has basically already been pre-qualified. Right. And you didn't even have to do it.
Didn't even have to. Yeah, 100% agree. Just my work, the past couple of days, I getting text messages and phone calls from sisters or cousins or something came over and seeing that the driveway is clean, and I'm just a scheduling issue now when I can get over there. But that's the service industry. I think people fall into like a trap of like, oh, having to spend $500 a month on this and that, and then put another $300 a month on this new marketing campaign, and then pay me to be your coach, and then get this other thing for $250. How many $200 a month payments do you got to get to where you're not making any money?
Here's the big thing. You know why all that shit sells? Because everybody's looking for the shortcut. They think there's an easy route to making money without having to do the work. It's bullshit.
Right.
The more work you put into it, the more you get out of it. And that will stay true until the cockroaches conquer the world, man.
ain't no doubt about that, which is so true. That's so true. And it's a little business, actual business trip. That's why you, Virgil, people like that say entrepreneurship's not for everybody. And
Hell no.
That's so true, because everybody wants the shortcut. Everybody wants to know the easy. What's the secret sauce? I don't want to have to go. I don't want to get up at 6 a.m. If I got to be at work at 6:30, I don't want to get up at 5 and then check my Google My Business and respond to emails and then go to work and then get off work and go hang. I don't want to have to do that. It's like, if you don't want to have to do that, just be happy being a welder, because that's all you're ever going to be, and there's nothing wrong with that. But if you want a little bit more,
here's the other thing. You know, everybody, oh, give me $2,000 and we'll do your GMB and your Google ads and your phone will blow up. You know what? I'll keep my $3,000. I'll walk up to the expensive grocery store and pass out flyers. I guarantee I get more business.
Yeah, 100% agree. I'm actually making up a couple little quarter sheet flyer things, and my ideas go to Target, Kohl's, anywhere where Karen hangs out. I'm gonna go to Kohl's, Target, Five Below. There's a couple different places around the mall where I'm just gonna go in the parking lots and I'm just gonna put them under the windshield. Am I allowed to do that? I don't know, but I'm gonna do that. I know that's where Karen hangs out, so I want to go where Karen.
Most states that's legal.
What is it?
In most states, that's legal to do that.
Right, because I get church tracks still. I still get church tracks underneath mine every now and again, and I never complain. Whenever I see a church track underneath my windshield, I just think, yeah, they're just trying to spread the gospel, whatever. So I never pay attention to it. And if I don't pay attention to it, then I don't get, But if someone if I pass out 1,000 and one person calls me and complains, okay, fine, I'm sorry. I won't. You know what?
I had a friend that did that and made a lot of and got a lot of business. But you know what? Instead of putting cards under like the windshield wiper, he would put them in the bottom seam at the driver's window, right in front of the door handle.
That's a good idea. They have to. Yeah. Okay. That's quick, easy.
That way they see it before they get in the car and they'll actually grab it.
Yeah. And that's that's a good one. And that's something that I want to do. And that just comes down to how, like you said, how much you put into your business is how much you're going to get out. And that's where I kind of been kicking myself in the ass here lately, because I've been relying on, word of mouth. But that's going to be good. The word of mouth and the work that I'm doing right now is good for right now. But what am I going to do in a month from now? You know what I mean? So I need to get better. I need to not be settled. And I struggle with that all the time. And it's just the way business works. Simple business practices.
I'll tell you what, the biggest compliments I've ever gotten is I also, from time to time, I order a bunch of boxes of multi USB ports. Like you could, you plug it into your computer and then it'll give you 3 ports to use instead of just one.
Right.
Those and magnetic business cards are the 2 things that people rave over when I give them to them.
Yeah, you mentioned the magnetic business cards before. I really like that idea. And even the simple USB port, people ain't going to throw that away. The magnetic business card is going to go on your fridge. No one wants to throw away a good magnet.
No, nobody does, man. Even in today's world of Google, they'll still put that magnet right on the refrigerator.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I don't always pass those out, usually because at the end of the day or whatever, I just forget. And a client from early last week, she was like, I lost your business card and I can't find it anymore. My number was in her phone, but she's like, she felt like she wanted a business card, I guess. And I went, I can solve your problem right now. And I went, here you go, stick this on your fridge. And she goes, oh my God, thank you. No, I can't. She was very grateful over it. And it's not the first time, man. They're like, oh, a magnet. Right. I'm like, heck, that could have been at that moment. It could have been a 14-karat gold diamond ring. I mean, it's just that I solved that problem.
Oh. Starting to lose you a little bit here. You still there with me?
Yeah, I'm here.
What do you think of the QR codes nowadays? Was that you talking about the QR code?
No, but when they first came out, I was like, I love those things. And then they died off and now they're back. So I haven't adapted because I'm like, is it a fad again or are they actually sticking around? I think they were ahead of their time a few years back, So I don't know. I'm kind of waiting to see if they die off again.
Yeah, because I was kind of thinking about that the other day. On the next round of business cards I make, should I put a QR code on it, or should I put on the door, on the magnetic door things that I'm putting on the side of my truck? Am I going to put a QR code on there and someone walk by? But it's just I never use a QR code ever on anything. I hate it.
I think it's too much trouble for some people because, you know, you just now, well, new phones, you just hold your camera over it. It'll pick up that it's a QR code and do its thing. And, you know, 3, 4, 5 years ago, that wasn't the case. You actually had to go to your QR app to make it work, you know? So maybe they stick around. I don't know.
Yeah, I've been seeing a little bit of that, and I kind of want to. I don't know. I was just kind of thinking about it. I figured you would know a little bit. You would know a little bit more. So I don't know.
I dabbled with it for the ghost tours and the history tours and pub crawls, but that was it. I haven't, as far as like this kind of level marketing for this kind of stuff, I haven't touched it.
So if we're gonna leave anybody with anything, it's you don't have to give someone thousands of dollars to go market for you. If
We don't have to take our clothes off to have a good time.
No, you can do it. You can do it yourself. That's the way it works.
That's the way it works, man. Sure.
Yeah, the more you put into it, the more you're gonna get out of it. But I've been on here over an hour. I'm gonna go ahead and hang it up. I appreciate you guys. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit all the buttons. Y'all know what it is. I'll see you guys later. Dirty, I appreciate you coming on. It is 15 past the top of the hour. The weather's dry and clear. I appreciate you guys. Later. Let's see, how do I end this stream?